Hi guys, welcome to my channel, Dira It Yourself with Lesakha. Today I'll be doing another segment on Feng Shui, and this one is focusing on the Bagua map, which is one of the tools that I use within the Feng Shui practice. So the Bagua map is a 3x3 grid that you could almost call an energy map. And what it does is that it helps you map out the different areas in your home or in a room and guides you on how to harness or activate energies within these areas. Bagua actually means 8 areas that are all surrounded around a center, which is the health area, or the Tai Chi, which is the individual or the people living in that home. And the health area affects the other 8 areas, and just the same way that the other 8 areas will affect the health area. Traditionally, the Bagua map is an octagon, but it's been adapted over time with the different Feng Shui schools to create a 3x3 grid. The Bagua map can be laid over either a desk, a room, a house, a yard, a city. So it's quite an interesting concept map that can be used in order to harness certain energies or certain areas within either a space or within a smaller space. You can also even overlay it over your face, which is quite interesting when I read about that. Okay, so let's get to actually what the Bagua map is. So as you can see, I've drawn a 3x3 grid over here with all the areas. You don't just start with you don't just read it or start like this. You have to actually follow a certain sequence. And once I was reading over it, I think it has to do with the directions. So yeah, that's the 3x3 grid. So the areas on the grid are wealth and abundance, fame and reputation, partnerships and love, well-being and family. It's Tai Chi, the center, or health, and then it's followed by children and completion, knowledge and self-cultivation, career and life path, and lastly, helpful people and travel. So let's get into it. Area number 1 is family and new beginnings. Name for it is Zen or Zhen, Z-H-E-N. The elements associated with it is wood. The colors associated with it are green, blue, and teal. The direction for it is east. The shape associated with it is rectangle. And the one way to activate energy within this area is to put green living plants in that area. Healthy ones, please. The second area is wealth and abundance. The name for it is Xun, so it's X-U-N. The color associated with it is purple. The element is wood, but more of a soft wood. The shape is rectangle. The direction is southeast. And the way to activate energy in this area is to place amethyst crystals. You can put the amethyst crystals either on like a table, a little table. You can hang them in that area if it allows for such a setup. So that's just one way to activate energy in this area. The third area you could say is your health area or health and wellness. The name for it is Tai Chi, and the elements associated with it is earth. The colors are your earthy tones, so your yellows, your browns, your oranges. The shape associated with it is square. And the one way to activate energy in this area is to put a square earth-toned rug I was so lucky. I bought a jute rug the other day, and I hadn't read about this as yet. So I was very excited when I realized what I've done for my lounge area. Okay, so your fourth area is children and completion. So this area doesn't necessarily have to do with actual children. It can also mean projects or anything new that you're trying to start in your life and you're trying to get that going. So you can activate this area if you're looking to achieve something like that in your life. Name for it is G, which is DUI. The element associated with it is metal. The color is white. The shape is round and the direction is west. And one way to activate energy in this area is to place fresh cut fragrant flowers, white flowers, within that area. So the fifth area is helpful people and travel. So if you're looking to be supported in a new project, to be more supported at work or in the home, you're also looking to travel, this is your area. The name for it is Qin, which is Qin. The color associated with it is gray. The element is also metal. The shape is round or oval. And the direction is northwest. And one way to activate energy in this area is to put bells or chimes in that area, the sound of bells and chimes. So maybe you don't have to get an actual physical chime or bell, but maybe you can just play from your phone the sound of bells and chimes, and maybe when you're meditating, that's one way I think you can activate energy in this area. Okay, the next area is knowledge and self-cultivation. So if you're looking to improve this part in your life, you're looking to maybe pursue your studies and so forth, this is your area. The name for it is Gen, which is Gen. The color associated with it is dark blue. The element is earth. The shape is a square and the direction is northeast. The way to activate energy in this area is to actually place a rock, a natural rock, which will stabilize energy within this area or this corner in the home. Okay, so the next area is for my influencers, my YouTubers, people that are looking to be noticed in any area in their life or in their career. For instance, it doesn't have to necessarily be within the entertainment industry, but if you're looking to just be noticed either in the workplace or within your community, maybe you're a community leader and you're trying to build your reputation, this is your area. The name for it is Li, Li. The element associated with it is fire. The color associated with it is red. The direction is south, and the shape is a triangle or a pyramid. And the one way to activate energy in this area is to actually place a light fixture or a lamp or light a candle in this area. So I just thought a nice way would be to put like a pyramid, what do you call it? A glass pyramid kind of ornament in this area. The next area is career and life path. The name for it is Kan, Kan. The element associated with it is water. The color is black. The shape is freeform, which for me was quite interesting because when it comes to career and life path, usually you think of a straight, almost set kind of path, which means that it's not the case because it's a freeform shape. The direction is north, and the one way to activate energy in this area is to put either a water feature or an image of water within that particular area. The last and final area is partnerships and love or marriage. So this is for those looking to celebrate Valentine's Day. Maybe there's something you can do with your partner if maybe you guys don't necessarily like doing the traditional things. You can activate this area in your home together as sort of an activity to do together. It also doesn't apply just to romantic relationships, but it also speaks to business relationships. So also activating this area is good to achieve that or improve the flow of chi into that area in your life. The name for it is Kun, Kun. The element is earth. The color is pink. The shape associated with it is square, and the direction is southwest. And one way to activate energy in this area is to place a pair of tumbled rose quartz. Now that's just your shiny precious stones that have like they're not very necessarily round or anything. They're like in whatever shape, but they're like shiny and so forth. So that's the kind of thing you can do. A pair of tumbled rose quartz. So lastly, just to talk about how to apply it. So the map can be either applied on a small area like a desk. It can be applied in a room. It can be applied over a house plan or a yard. So there's many ways to apply the map. It's always advised that you just select 1 to 3 areas at a time. So don't try to do everything at once, otherwise you'll dilute the effect. And when you're applying it over a room, let's start with a room. So you stand at the door of the room, right? And then all the 3 areas that are at the bottom, which are knowledge and self-cultivation, career and life path, and helpful people, should be on the wall of the door or where the door is, and then all the other areas up into the room. One way I think is the easiest way to do this is just to take the room, measure the length and the width, if you can call it that, and you would divide it into 3 equal areas on the length side, 3 equal areas on the width side, and then you can draw grids using string or something like that, or tape if the room allows. That's one way you can apply it on a room. When applying it on a house plan or floor plan, you would just divide the floor plan into 3 by 3 grid, so 9 equal areas, and then you can figure out where all the areas are. If you do have a missing area, so maybe your house is not necessarily a perfect square or a rectangle, you would place a mirror or a plant in that area to acknowledge that it doesn't exist. If you have an extra area, so let's say you have an extension, then it would be an extension of whatever area it's connected to, so you have an abundance of that kind of energy in your life. So cultivate that. Balconies and patios don't count unless you actually use them. The same with garages. From what I understand, I don't think you would include a garage unless it's an area in which you always enter the house through. Then that's you would include the garage in that instance. So I hope this segment was worth your while. Please like, share, and subscribe, and share with people, especially who you know would be interested in a topic like this. Ask questions below, comment please. Let me know what more about Feng Shui you want me to talk about. Maybe you want me to talk about a particular area and zoom into it, because the Bagua map is quite complex. I just did a simple version, so if you want me to go in depth into an area, please let me know below. But yeah, thank you so much for watching.